is up, guys? Angry Gamer coming at you again today with another video. Damn! Dude, we got a tweet that we need to go over, and then we need to talk a little bit about Concord. I know I did. Let's just jump into this. Great. Oh my god. Wow. This is just amazing. Here we go. So the great character designer of this game was in here, whatever as hell, went into an interview with PC Gamer, and damn, he was so excited that this game finally released. And what was so funny in the entire process, when they were releasing on Steam, boy oh boy, did they try and get away from the tags LGBTQ and anything dealing with the, I don't know, rainbow skittle. When you decided to put the day dim dim zer, I don't know what all kinds of pronouns were up in that shit. But when you decided to do that, you decided to put the tag of LGBTQ representation on that shit. That's what those two things correlate. If you're part of the rainbow flag, I'm 100% sure that you have them damn pronouns linked in your bio. It's not that hard to understand. This is the same character designers that came out calling almost every white man a white supremacist. If you don't just go out and say, hey, I'm not racist, that don't count. You gotta give your heart and soul. You need to go out and buy Concord for every other ethnicity out there. If you don't, you're racist. That's what he was pretty much trying to say in his, I guess, documented conversation on Twitter. I don't give a shit. I'm so done talking about this dude. The first thing you need to do, Sony, is fire this motherfucker. He ran his mouth too much on Twitter, and now he's destroyed your game in full capacity. Not only did he make some weird-ass funkatized fat female characters, making the female body and obesity seem like it's okay, but damn, did he destroy you within the inside by running his mouth on Twitter, calling almost every white dude, if you just say you're not racist, means you're racist. That's what it is right there. Throughout the entire process, y'all had to make sure that every gamer knew that this was being made for the modern audience, and that the actual gamers could just sit on a side note over here and just shut the hell up. We all knew this. We knew this from the beginning. This is what's crazy, is now that you're like, oh, we finally are listening to you guys, and so we've decided to pull down the servers and start listening. Why didn't you do that beforehand? What were you doing? What did you think was gonna come out of this? Something great? You bring this game back to the market, that everything's gonna be okay? Now, you got a lot of changes you gotta start off by making. And maybe, hey, banning the LGBT tag is probably the best thing that you've probably started off with. Get your game as far as possible away from this Skittle crew than you possibly can. Run from that shit. Get them pronouns taken off the game. Look, I'm not saying you can't fix this game. I'm not saying that you didn't bring a decent game that had good shooting mechanic. It's been done before. But the only thing that you really had to do was make some good-asking, good-looking characters, and you god dang messed that up. That's why nobody wanted to play your shit. There's better things on Paladins that was made on the Xbox One. There's better characters on there with bigger knockers and just more seductive than your game. Why would I play your game when in this other game's just like it? It's the same damn game, but one has better looking characters than your shit. Even the Stone Golem character looks better than your shit. Hell, I'm just shocked that you actually thought that you were going to be able to bring this game out and that the gamers were going to be just right up your back. It's going to be amazing, guys. I promise you. Just join the game. And now look at you. You're closing down servers because nobody wants to play your shit. And now you're upset. Now you're wondering, oh, well, what did we do wrong? I can tell you. Everybody's been telling you. And now you're coming out saying, oh, but we're listening. No, you ain't listening. You haven't been listening. We've been telling you. Now, if you're saying you're listening to the people who actually bought the game, you're going to get up again. You're going to get destroyed again. The 600 people that bought your game are not your supporting people that want to buy your game. You made it for the wrong damn crew. You made it for the Skittle people. You made the game for the wrong gamer. Now it's on you to fix this. I don't even think you can fix it, to be honest. I think you should just scrap the whole thing. Fire everybody. Hell, that's what they're doing with Rocksteady. It's about time. Dude, it's nonstop. Y'all act like that. The Skittle Rainbow people act like they're the head of the gaming market, but they're not. They ain't buying the games that they tell you they gonna buy if you make it and have the Skittle people in. They ain't buying your shit. Nobody is. I'm not. I hate to do this to gaming in general, but we will watch this bitch burn. We're sick of it. It's time for you to fix the industry that you have created to make it. It's been such a great thing for the past I don't know how many years, and now you've just destroyed this shit. You've hired activists instead of actual game developers and game designers that actually want to do stuff. Where something should only take almost maybe 2 or 3 days, it's now taking almost 2 or 3 weeks. How has this game been taking 8 years to make, bro? This same mechanic has been done I don't know how many times. There's nothing new. You can pretty much take those abilities that you put on each character, and they've already been done in other shooter formation games like this already. They just mimicked them or called some other name and maybe Puerto Rican on the shit. Oh, they're gonna throw up a shield. Okay, looks like something from Star Wars. Like, damn, like Halo's been doing shields for I don't know how long. The same abilities that you're doing there have already been done in other games. There's nothing new. And as a gamer, as myself, this is fucking stupid that we have to come out and do this to you. That we actually have to let the game developers know that you're doing it wrong. And this is why your game will always suck until you figure out which group of gamers you're actually actually making the game for, and if you are a true gamer or you're just a freaking activist. Lately, it's been all over the market. Activists, not shutting the fuck up on Twitter. First key, shut the hell up on Twitter. Stop talking about white people. Stop talking about race. Stop talking about ethnicity. Stop talking about stupid politics. Make a fucking game to make money. Damn, you're pissing off majority gamers by you running your mouth on Twitter. Shut the fuck up and make a game that people will like and you got money in your pocket. Watch who you're hiring, Sony. Just take a glance at their Twitter page. Is this an activist? Oh, yeah, it is. So this comedy came out and did on the PC Gamer. It aged like fine wine, dude. I just could not believe the comedic ignorance that just came out of his mouth when he did this interview. Knowing how bad and poorly his game had just sucked. No one was buying it. And he comes out and states this. This is the character designist, Wazinski, whatever his stupid name is. Calling people, if you just say that you're not racist, then that means you're racist. Obviously, it's a group effort, and having a seat at the table with others who inspire you and push you to do your best is tremendous privilege. That should tell you right there, Sony. If it was a group effort, fire this entire damn team. This man right here. If there is not another developer within the team that is coming out and saying, hey, I don't agree with this wasn't a group effort. I didn't want this game. This was too much of the Skittle shit that I keep that guy. But anything else dealing with this, if it was a group effort and everybody was pushing, hey, they may be hating on the Skittle crew, but we got to do this for the rainbow. We got to do it for the flag, the pride flag, the pride of the flag of the flag, the flag of the pride. We got to do it. We got to do it all together, one step at a time. We must convert all gamers to the pride, the Skittle. They must all taste the rainbow. Fire each and every one of these motherfuckers if that was the case. If it was a group effort to destroy your money, your game, your studio, then them up. Stop getting around with the wrong people, Sony. Make some decent games. This isn't a modern audience anymore. This is gamers. We ain't with this shit no more. Wazinski continues. The trust gave the game so much identity. Concord has so much humanity. Great. So we're talking about the pronouns. Gave so much depth to the characters because we couldn't just look at a character and tell if it was a woman or man, right? You couldn't just put gender in this shit. You had to put pronouns. They wanted the fat ass whale over here wanted to be identified as peanut butter jar, butt crack, ass and street, stupid bit. The two-term/number to C3PO. I don't gave it so much more depth putting pronouns in the shit, and then instead of focusing on making goddamn good-looking characters, you made whales and stupid idiot characters with horny-ass lines that gave it so much life and depth into the game. Good job, Wazinski, the Dixie, you Pipitsky. It really helped. I really hope people give it a shot. Well, we may have just done that if you didn't run your mouth so much on Twitter. Shut the hell up. I'm insanely proud of the game. We're strapped in and ready to push for the years to come. Because our game's gonna do so good. How is it, Wazinski? You pushed in? Is it far enough? Did it push you in too far? Now the servers are crashing. I bet you're ready for that shit. Yes, for the years to come. Where's the years to come? How did that work? Did that work out for you? Did it work out for you, Wazinski? No, it didn't. Making obese characters is what pushed into your game. Saying it's cool to be fat and weird pronoun person. Yeah! Stupid idiots. Concord is taking a slightly different approach to the hero shooter. Instead of having a battle pass, players will pay front to have access to everything in the game, skins and all, for free. It's an interesting gamble to take, especially when there are so many options for hero shooters that players could get for free. This is what I don't get, Sony, is that even your main guy that's doing this interview, even know that this game was like other hero shooter games, but yet you let them run all over you and put the Skittle shit all up in this shit. The gameplay is the same as all these other games. They even said that you can actually go play games like Paladin, Valorant, Overwatch, all these games that are already out there, but you're gonna charge for your Skittle Rainbow shit and you think it's gonna hook into the gaming market somehow. I don't know who made y'all set on this path to go the wrong direction, but I can tell you right now, if you don't fix it, even though you're taking down all the servers and giving funds and actually start listening to the real gamers and not these rainbow Skittle motherfuckers and these PC journalists and shit like that that are telling you, oh, I don't really see these characters being the same on any other hero shooter that I played in the past, then you're gonna fail again. You're wasting your money 8 years down the fucking drain because you can't figure out how to make a hero shooter different than any other hero shooter except putting pronouns and Skittle shit in. That's the only thing you've made different. But the risk is founded on trust. If it's founded on trust, then you have to gain that trust. You don't just enter the market and get the trust of the game. Hell, if you're going for the wrong audience, then that's probably what can happen. They don't have enough gamers to trust to support their damn game. You wanted trust. You threw it out the window when you decided to add pronouns to a game that is already like many others. Hell, if you ever want to just say, our game is for the pride people, then don't get mad that it failed. You spent 8 years on 600 players that played this game. Maybe not all of them part of the Skittle crew, but they most definitely supported the Skittle crew. There was not one person reason you decided to go this route. You decided to call people out and call them racist. You decided to shut and shun out everyone. I mean, hell, one of your other developers came out and said that, hey, I don't care what these other people say. They're not talented. What are you talking about? I'm very talented at building homes, motherfucker. I may not be talented at making games, but I can sure tell when I see a Skittle game and I don't want to buy it with my hard-earned money. Maybe we're not skilled in making video games. Maybe we're skilled at other things, like me, building homes, actually making money in the shit that I'm producing or building or doing. Maybe actually having a job that actually produces money for myself, which you probably no longer have. Good job, talentless freak. But what I'm trying to get at here is if you're trying to make a market towards gamers, you're doing it all wrong. You're going off the wrong pathway. Whoever guided your train into the wall, fire them fast because they're gonna do it again. They cannot fix what they've already done. Players have even pointed out that the internet has already decided that this is a flop. If people latch onto a game because gamers, that's who they're making it for, right? Oh, wait, it's the modern audience, right? So I guess if us gamers that are not correlating with the modern audience gamers or modern gamers, I guess if we latch onto something and say it's bad, yeah, because that's who's the majority. Who do you want? Who do you want to speak about your, I guess we're not allowed to review games anymore. We're not allowed to talk bad about games anymore. I guess that's what they're saying in this article, dude. If gamers say anything bad about a game that's made for modern gamers, it's going to suck. That, you know how stupid this whole article is? If gamers review a game and say it sucks, it latches on to the game and says it sucks. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. I'll say it's a huge success. Everyone will act and speak of it like it is, despite its flaws it may have. Well, it seems like Concord didn't quite hit that mark now, did it? So it didn't seem like it was actually all that great. While Concord has the potential to do well on console, PC players have instead looked elsewhere to get their new hero shooter fit. A good few players have really taken Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, that game that they're saying that they're competing with, you could have said Valorant, you could have said anything other than Marvel Rivals. It looks more like a Smite knockoff that's trying to do Marvel. That's it. But also on top of that, I'm not going to sit here and say Marvel Rivals isn't good because, man, they added some, to Storm. Like, they even put the physics in their shit. I mean, they made sure that gamers are coming out to show up for this game. They knew who they were going for. They knew they weren't trying to sell this to the Skittle crew. They knew who was going to be buying this game. Just look at it. We could give you kids just slow motion right here. Oh my God. Oh shit. She's got an ass on her too. Damn. So then Sony finally comes out and states that, hey, sorry everybody, but we're closing down Concord. We figure out the gamers don't really like this game. No fucking duh. That's what we've been telling you. Why don't you listen every once in a while and maybe you may make a good game. But what I'm trying to get out here is I'm not happy that this studio may be closing down the next, but they're saying that, hey, they're going to be bringing the game back, but it's just we're gonna have to work on it. When you say work on it, I'm hoping that you're fixing it, not figuring out how can we trick the players into playing this game. Listen, you're not gonna be able to trick us. You're not gonna be able to roll off. You probably put a bad taste in our mouth, way better than you really want. And when you come out saying we're founded on trust, you've already ruined that trust here. That trust is out the window. Now you've got to uber trust us. Like you've got to wow us. Like man, I'm telling you, every chick better be a supermodel with big ass tits. That is the only. You better take a good note off of the First Descendant, and if you're gonna compare Marvel Rivals, you better figure that out. You better copy some shit when it comes to that. You better watch and look at Storm and say, okay, that's what they want. That we gotta do that. Yeah, no duh. Do that, and your game will sell. But teenagers, you know what I mean. Thanks for watching, guys. Man, this was a crazy day. I can't believe it's just one after another. Rocksteady's now laying people off. It's just non-stop. Amazing. What we are making a hit destruction in the industry right now. Like I said, we will watch this bitch burn. We'll watch it burn if that's what you want. I'm down for it. Let's watch it burn. It's funny to see this shit happen. And then watch all these developers just crying to us, why are you not buying our game? Please, I won't have a job. Hey, all I can say is learn to build. Learn to be a construction manager. That's all I got. To learn to build. Learn to code. Fuck you. God damn. You can't even code a game in 8 years. What the maybe I can do a better job.
But I was led astray the day you walked away. You were the clock that was ticking in my heart. Changed my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The button.
What are you doing?
Just play along. Come on, push the button.
Ah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.